coming to Six Flags Great America is Maxx Force, an SNS air-launched coaster. This coaster is going to be slipped right alongside the train track between Raging Bull and the water park. Now, just looking at the layout, this is a very short ride. A track length hasn't been released, but I'd imagine it to be somewhere around 2,000 feet. This coaster can actually be broken down into only 4 elements. The first element is, of course, the launch. And this is where it breaks the first record out of 3 that it claims to hold. And that's the fastest accelerating launch in North America. They say fastest, but I think they really mean fastest accelerating. This will go from 0 to 78 miles per hour in under 2 seconds. They don't give a specific time period, so if we assume that the time period is 1.8 seconds, this translates to an acceleration of about 19 meters per second squared. Just as a comparison, Top Thrill Dragster has an acceleration of about 13 meters per second squared. Accelerator has an acceleration of about 16 meters per second squared, and King the Ka also has an acceleration of about 60 meters per second squared. So Accelerator and King the Ka are the most comparable when it comes to how forceful the launch will be, but this will definitely have a quicker launch than both of them. And something else that's interesting is that there's a little airtime hump immediately after the trains let go from the catch car. Airtime right after that acceleration is going to be crazy. Now, the only thing I'm worried about is the reliability with this launch. SNS hasn't had a very good track record with their recent independent coasters, as I'll discuss later, but I hope breakdowns with the launch won't happen as often as with Intamin's hydraulic launches. Then after that comes the second element, a weird non-inverting loop. It's like a traditional non-inverting loop, except that the track doesn't completely rotate 180 degrees at the top. It only rotates enough that you're hanging 90 degrees and then rotates back into the inversion. That hasn't ever been done before, so it's going to be interesting to see what kind of floating sensation that gives. And this is where another record comes into play. Six Flags is claiming this to be the world's tallest double inversion at 175 feet tall. I mean, that's technically true, but this kind of element hasn't ever been done before. So it's kind of a stupid record. But coming out of this loop, we get to the third record that's actually really impressive. It's a 0G roll, and this will be the fastest that any train fully navigates through an inversion in the world at 60 miles per hour. Nobody has really kept track of the world's fastest inversion, so I can't fact check this, but trusting that Six Flags is telling the truth, that's really a huge achievement, to be honest. And then after that is the final element, a 0G stallish. Instead of the track rotating 180 degrees, it actually rotates 270 degrees so that you are once again hanging on your side. So again, interesting with the floating sensation there. And then it transitions into a dive loop and the ride is over. So overall, this feels like the full throttle of the Midwest. It's a short length, has a powerful launch, a main loop element, and yes, just like Full Throttle, there are brakes coming down the dive loop at the end. So, yeah. But I don't want to make it seem like I'm trashing this ride for being like Full Throttle, because I absolutely love Full Throttle. It's one of my favorite coasters, so despite its short length, I'm expecting Maxx Force to be really good. I'm especially intrigued by those 90-degree hangs. That's definitely going to be a weird sensation. And another thing I want to comment on is that 2019 seems to really be the year that SNS is trying to make a comeback. As I mentioned before, SNS hasn't had quite the best recent history. They had Gale Force set to open in 2016, but it got delayed until 2017. But then 2 of the track pieces didn't fit perfectly together, so they had to take it completely apart and rebuild it for 2018. And Merlin's Mayhem at Dutch Wonderland was set to open up in 2017, but didn't until 2018. So yeah, SNS has had quite a rough past with roller coasters. And yes, you could point to the SNS free spins, but those are in conjunction with RMC. So if we're talking about SNS independently, 2019 is really the year they're trying to redeem themselves. They're building Steel Curtain at Kennywood, a massive record-breaking multi-looping coaster, and now they're building Maxx Force, their first launch coaster in quite a long time. The last launch coaster they did in America, at least, was Powder Keg in 2005, and that was just built off of Buzzsaw Falls. The last coaster completely from the ground up, it's not in America, it was Bullet Coaster at Happy Valley Shenzhen in 2013. And their last launch coaster completely from the ground up in North America was Hypersonic XLC in 2001. And that's been long gone, so now we're finally getting another SNS launch coaster in North America. And interesting enough, Changsha Window of the World, a park in China, will also be getting an SNS air-launched coaster with inversions next year. It'll have a height of about 131 feet, a top speed of about 62 miles per hour, and it supposedly will have 10 separate elements. So it will definitely be longer than Maxx Force. But with this Maxx Force and Steel Curtain all coming out in the next year, it really does look like S&S wants to make a statement. They want everyone to know that 2019 is their year and that they will rise up in roller coaster manufacturing. Hey guys, sorry this video is extremely late, like what is it, September 25th? Yeah, okay. It's almost been a month since Maxx Force was announced. I'm really sorry. I really should start getting a more consistent upload. My next videos will definitely be talking about the recent updates regarding Kings Island and Kentucky Kingdom. So definitely stay tuned for that. I will try to get those videos out soon. But thanks for watching. Leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe if you want more coaster content in the future. This is Pacific Thrills signing out.